Welcome to Cloudcast, where you get an inside look at St. Cloud, Florida's local government. Whether you live, work, or play here, we're bringing you the information you need to better understand your city. Cloudcast is hosted by our communications team, including Miriam Batchelder, Andrew Sullivan, Deborah Carson, and Jay B. Miller. Thanks for listening in to Cloudcast.
So welcome, everybody, to another edition of the City of St. Cloud's award-winning podcast called Cloudcast. I'm Andrew Sullivan with the City Communications Department. Also joining me from the department today, our producer, Jay B. Miller.
Hey, everybody.
And we have from our Parks and Rec department, Michael Tenaro.
Hello.
And from our Public Works department, we have Joshua Johnson. So welcome.
Thank you.
So the purpose of this podcast is we're definitely talking about the approach of hurricane season. We're going to do a separate one for residents specifically on actions that you can take to protect yourselves, your family, your home, your business. Today, we're discussing the steps that the city is taking and our regional government entities are taking to prepare for the upcoming hurricane season. So, gentlemen, last year we were incredibly fortunate. We did not have a landfall of a major tropical system, and that's great, but we're still treating this seriously, and we're looking forward to steps the city's taking to protect itself and protect our residents. So, Michael, let's start us off. Things that Parks and Rec are up to.
Sure. We always try to follow a set of procedures that we have written down. If we see an incoming hurricane, we set up a plan. If we know it's coming, we get ready. We have our parks crews will go out, make sure the garbage cans are put away. Anything loose, any equipment is stored safely. Our aquatics team make sure all the umbrellas, chairs, everything is put away. And in that case, maybe 2 days before it's actually coming, if we know it's really getting there. We include everybody. Our rec staff helps prepare sandbag stations if necessary.
Yeah, it's kind of all hands on deck, right?
All hands on deck. And after the event, of course, we set up our tree crews to do damage assessment and get out there and help crews.
I think trees and debris are definitely one of the top considerations. Definitely this year, especially after the harsh winter that we had. I think there's a lot of people that have this expectation that some of the growth on their properties even is going to come back and it may be time to maybe just get a good trim. Mm-hmm. But of course, we can talk about that a little bit when we get into Joshua with your items. But, you know, that prep work isn't a thing that we should all be doing the day before the storm is here, the week before the storm is here. These are steps that we can all be taking now.
Sure.
And it's great that we're taking those steps, you know, well ahead of when storm season comes. So Joshua, if you want to lead in actually with trees and debris and things that Public Works is doing to prepare now.
We're actively out cleaning all the open ditches and swells throughout the city. You'll see us out there after any rain event. We'll clean the catch basins. We'll rake off all the dead debris, leaves, grass clippings, things like that. That's the best preventative maintenance you can do is just to make sure that you blow all that grass, leaves back in your yard, mm-hmm. Rake it up, trim all your dead foliage from the harsh winter.
Yeah, I know I've seen you guys out in advance too with your vacuum jet. I don't know what you call that giant truck that sucks out just drains and stuff.
Oh, yes, sir. That's our, we have 2 Vactors that you'll see.
Vactors, that's it.
Periodically throughout the city. That takes care of all the stormwater conveyance that you don't see. That's underground. Those little catch basins that you see, what that does is that catches all the debris, and that big vacuum will suck all the leaves and dirt and sediment out of there, so it doesn't go, downstream and cause blockages.
I mean, I got to say also while I'm at it, just a big shout out to you guys in general, because there was one time when my kid's skateboard went down the drain, and I think I called you guys up and you guys came out and found it and got back to him.
Awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. They'll get anything out of there.
Yeah. So, definitely reinforce, only rain down the drain. It might not be even your home or your property that gets a little bit of flooding or ponding because of this. If you block one of those storm drains, that could be a whole community. think of your neighbors when you're doing your lawn maintenance and your mowing and all this stuff. Make sure that's not a place to put your lawn clippings. So
Definitely
that's
not.
a great message. And sort of speaking to the connected systems of our stormwater, I know we get a lot of comments every year, and it's that time already. Everybody notices that goes by the lakefront. They'll see the ponds that are along East Lake are low. And we always, we get questions. There's a lot of people that are here that are maybe not necessarily too long tenured in the community. They maybe have only been here for a year or two. They have these questions, but they do work. The South Florida Water Management District does work every year to draw down those lakes, send more water down the Kissimmee chain of lakes to make sure, if we have a major rain event, that there's capacity in the lake. So having those clear pathways and channels from our storm drains, that's a great way to make sure that the system is running as well as it can and keep us from having flooding issues. I would recommend, Joshua, maybe you want to talk about it, the system that the city has on their website. You can actually go and report incidents if you see a blocked drain or something.
Yes, please report it. We'll get out there as quick as we can and try to take care of any issues that come up.
Yeah, we've got a system on our website. If you see an issue, whether it's a pothole, a clogged drain, or whatever, you can report it to the city. We'll make sure it goes to the right department, whether it's parks, whether it's public works, or whatever, and they'll correct it quickly.
Yep. Same with fallen trees, fallen branches. Report everything on that page, and this way we get it right away.
Because Parks maintains a lot of properties throughout the city.
Mm-hmm.
There's some of those live oaks are enormous trees to take care of. So that can be an amazing task. I know last year we didn't have any landfall of any major tropical systems. But we did have that one pre-hurricane season storm that kind of was a real dry run.
Yes.
So how did that work out?
Sometimes you don't know what's coming as big as it is. But we always try to stay prepared. We always have hurricane preparedness meetings very early on. So we are ready in advance for something like that. The other thing is, if you notice, the playgrounds have mostly the big canopies, which if we know we're going to have a big wind event, we have those removed. And sometimes it takes a while to get them back up because we want to make sure that we don't have another wind event. So that's why sometimes people see them down for quite a while.
Yep.
But,
and a little bit of patience is well worth the safety and obviously protecting our assets. It's your city tax dollars invested in that equipment. So it's always a good idea to protect it. I know that there's other departments that aren't at the table here that we're not talking about, but obviously in public safety, our police and fire departments are working to make sure that they're prepared. Michael, as you mentioned, there's plans that we review every year. If we need to change them, we change them to keep responding better and better. I know that they're doing, from the police side, I know they're doing maintenance on their generators right now. I think we all kind of are getting into gear to make sure that everything is running. People at home can do that right now too. It's obviously best to not have to figure out if it's going to pull start when you have no power in your house. Figure that out now, get the maintenance you need done now. We want to make sure that people are safe, ready, prepared as best they can, and of course have a clear path to some good information to stay storm ready.
So, Mike, I remember earlier you mentioned that one of the things to do is you take all the patio furniture and stuff and secure that.
Mm-hmm.
I know they tell residents, if they have patio furniture, to chuck it in the pool.
Yes.
Do you guys chuck your furniture in the pool over there?
No.
No, it's got a brand new finish on it right now.
Oh yeah, that's right. You just had the pool done. I guess.
We wouldn't chuck it in the pool. I have heard that, and I'm sure it
probably way too much for you guys over there.
We do store it up against our buildings and under our hardtop canopies.
Okay, I think that's probably wise stewardship of the taxpayer dollars and collecting the furniture.
Exactly.
So I think now we're at the part where if there's any other items that you're doing that are part of the preparations, if you want to add anything.
I'll just add is we work with emergency management, of course, also. As soon as they're ready to go, we're prepared. We're part of that team also in their building, and they do a lot of work through the entire storm. So we're, as you said before, all hands on deck, each department represented to help out.
And maybe that's another great thing to mention is I think people as they're riding out a storm, they've hunkered down and they're ready in their homes. They need to know that their city staff is also experiencing the same thing. We have families, we have homes.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing our parts now to also be ready so that as soon as it's clear, we can begin, bringing the community back to a whole and making sure that, everything is safe for them again. So I know that there's a lot of prep work that individually city staff is doing right now as well. So, thank you and your staffs for being on top of that. It is appreciated.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think it comes down to, even though hurricane season is, from June to, December, essentially, end of November, it's really a year-round thing, getting prepped, at least at the municipal level. Maybe, the residents, they don't need to really think about it all year. But, I think every department's really working behind the scenes to some extent all year round about hurricanes. True.
And hurricanes are famous for not consulting calendars. They don't really care.
Yeah, that's true, too.
They'll come in preseason. They'll come in postseason. They don't really care. So I think it's really just a measure of disaster preparedness. No matter what comes at us, I think we're resilient enough, and we have definitely the people and the planning to take care of whatever hits us. So,
yeah, I think it was a few years back. We had one of those downbursts that came through, and there's a lot of trees down. We helped parks get them out of the way.
Yep.
That was just a regular afternoon thunderstorm.
Yeah.
And that was an amazing effort to see, because I was down there on Lakeshore to watch the folks with the chainsaws, the folks with the trucks, the folks that were moving around with they had the front end loaders going.
Yeah.
And they got it taken care of pretty much within a day or two. All done. It's amazing.
From the public works side, I just wanted to give an update on some hurricane preparedness that we're looking for. The city's actually purchasing the rapid deploying Tiger dams. We're going to have them soon. I don't know if you've seen the weirs down at the lakeshore. We had a episode a couple of years back where the water level got really high because there was some damage to some infrastructures on the lock structures on the northeast side of the lake, and it got pretty scary there for a minute. So we were deployed super sacks along with the Army Corps of Engineers, and we were able to hold that water back. But these Tiger Dam systems are going to work really well for the future.
Could you maybe go a little bit more into what a Tiger Dam is?
Well, it's actually like a big bladder bag, so to speak. You can just lay it down there flat, and you just hook a small pump to it, and it fills it up with water, and it's kind of just like a blocker to hold the water back.
All right.
Yeah.
Literal dam levee kind of, some portable levee kind of thing.
Yep, it's awesome.
Cool.
They're also we're going to receive a grant to get 2 more clam trucks to help get that debris picked up faster.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that doesn't get talked about enough is after Helene, and that was 2 years ago now, we did the hurricane debris pickup in-house.
Yes. Rather
than waiting for a third-party vendor. Using a third-party vendor just for debris pickup sometimes can be a very time-consuming process, especially when they're in high demand. And after a hurricane or major tropical system comes through, everybody's bidding on the same few vendors to come through. So it was really amazing to see that the city got such great service and so quickly from you guys. So I appreciate that, definitely. All right. So I think that this has been a very informative podcast. Hopefully people come away with the sense that the city and your staffs are doing great work to make sure that we're all prepared come this hurricane season. And we hope that you listeners as well can take some information away from this to help make sure that you are prepared as well. So signing off from another great edition of Cloudcast, Andrew Sullivan and the communications team with the City of St. Cloud. Have a great day.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. That's it for this edition of Cloudcast. Don't forget to like, follow, rate, and review, and we'll see you next time on Cloudcast.